What's up, guys? Welcome back to the podcast. It's your host, Aaron, Chris,
What's poppin'?
and welcome back to another amazing week. It has been a very sunny week this week,
It has been.
which is the first proper sunny, warm week of the year, and it has been class.
Today wasn't the greatest, but the rest of the week earlier was decent.
Yeah, it was class.
I hardly worked any hours because I was like, nope, I'm going out into the sun.
I've sat this on all week,
Yeah, that's
so it's been awesome.
absolutely jealousy.
But yeah, that's where we're at.
So I want to talk about something that I've recently purchased. Okay, so I've been asked by a company to do some drone footage and some like aerial footage of like building sites and stuff like that. I was like, okay, cool, yeah, that's fine. But I was using my friend's drone for like the first video that I made just for a laugh, and that got noticed by them. And then they asked me, so I thought, right, I'll go and buy one because I want a better quality footage and stuff like that, right? I wanted the footage to match my camera's footage, like the same quality, right? So anyway, went and bought one, and went and shot the stuff, and that was actually, do you know what? It was insane because I got the drone, I took it out, and day two I crashed it into a power line, and I thought that was it. Absolutely, I thought that was it. Bend. I thought that was, oh my god. So I went on the weekend. I thought, I'll go to the Pentlands Park. It's a lovely park. Not been there in ages. I'll go there. I'll film some nice shots over the water and stuff like that and whatever. And then I seen like a field of sheep, and I was like, oh cool, I'm gonna go and see what the sheep are up to. So I flew it over the sheep, but I was looking right down the way, like clean down the way, and I was like a good 100 meters away from it on a bench, like away from the farm, like nowhere near it. And so I'll actually include the footage so you can see. So I'll paste it here. And so it's like literally just flying about over a sheep, and then it just goes and just crumbles to the ground. And I'm looking at the screen on the wee drone, and I'm like, right. So I'm like, I just took off sprinting, running up this hill. I'm out of breath within 2 minutes because, not even 2 minutes, 2 seconds because I'm so unfit. And I found myself in this massive field of sheep. There's just sheep everywhere. And I'm like, right, which one of these bastards is eating my drone? And then I finally found it. Probably. I found it finally in the grass, upside down. And I'm like, oh, you poor thing. Picked it up, found that one of the blades from the propellers was broken, and one of the camera stabilizers, like one of the rubbers in there, was like ripped off, and I was like, what the fuck? I thought it was just game over. I thought the thing was just bent.
Well,
but I fixed it the next day, so it was fine, and I took it back. But do you know what? Let me tell you, I was shitting myself flying it the next day because I was like, oh my god, I don't want to bin it.
You've got PTSD on the old
mate,
flying drone.
But then, so when I got home, I put because I was recording at the same time. So I got home, I put the footage on the big screen on the computer, and I could actually see exactly what it was and when it was, because as it flipped, it showed me the power lines. They were literally in line with where it was. So I'm like, and I knew I wasn't high. I was quite low down, so it must have just been shit luck, and I've just went into the power line with
Lucky you never fucked the drone as well, like.
I know, because it's a power line, so I could have just blew it up on fire and everything. The whole sheep just fucking kebab meat. So it's like, you know what I mean? Absolute clown. But I went up there, got my drone, and then I got in an argument with a farmer because he was like, what the fuck are you doing on my farm? And then I tried to explain it to him, what happened, and he was like, he basically insinuated that I was there filming his stuff, like as in his bikes and all that, because he was saying that his bikes got stolen last time this happened, and because he gets people out there filming with the drone to see what they've got on their premises, and then people come in at night and steal the stuff. And I'm like, no, I've literally just came over to film the sheep, and I've just crashed. But he wasn't having any because he's a farmer, and he was just very straight to the point. So I was like, sorry mate, I'll get out of your head, like, you know, whatever. So I just went away, and I just went and just straight back to the car where this drone just broke
out your head, out your hair,
out your hair. And then I was a wee bit depressed for the next couple of days, but it was absolutely fine. I was less depressed when I found out I could fix it, and it was fine. But anyway, so that was interesting. Then I took it out again to a place. I went all the way there to find out that it's a restricted area, and I couldn't even fly there, so I was raging. Drove all the way back home, and that was that. So that was a bit of a shiter.
Well, I'm glad it's going well for the drone.
No, honestly. But I took it to the beach, and then some seagulls chased after it. That was fucking scary. because it was over water, and that was honestly. You don't
Imagine
realize.
they pecked it out there and it went in the sea.
Don't honestly.
That
You
would
don't,
be
I would have went
hilarious.
swimming, mate. I'm telling you
That would
now,
be
I would have went for a swim. But let me
I've
tell
just
you,
left it. Just turned around and went,
Mate.
all right, well, we're here now.
thing is, right, you don't realise, you're like, oh cool, I can fly it and all that shit, but you don't realise when you get one, you don't realise how careful you have to be, because there's so many things that can like make it just absolutely die. Like birds, wild
Yeah,
animals,
literally.
like power lines and shit. It's got omnidirectional sense, like obstacle sensing or whatever, so that it doesn't crash into shit. But I don't think they quite picked up a very thin power line, so that was
Probably
an
not.
absolute disaster. I picked up I flew it in the house, and I purposely tried to fly it into a wall. I wouldn't do it.
Right, it stops.
It stops any distance, any height, whatever.
Right.
And then I flew it at night, and by the way, excellent vision, excellent, like, looks amazing at night. Like, it doesn't look shit or whatever. And then the other cool thing was, when you're flying it, like, low, maybe up to, like, 10 metres, it's got a bright as fuck spotlight. So when it comes to land, it's like a UFO. Mate, it's
that's
bright
cool.
as fuck. Like, honestly, I was
That's
like,
cool.
holy shit. It's like a massive flashlight. It's insane. So I've been having fun with that. So I went and filmed the building site, the development site for Bellway. That was pretty cool. So I need to get that to them over the weekend. And hopefully they'll then put me on their photography panel, which is like an approved Bellway photographer. Because
Yep.
it wasn't just that I was doing that, and I was doing also like videos of like inside their homes and the show homes and stuff like that. Photos and all that as well. So all that will need to go up and sent over, but I'm sure they'll be, because they reached out to me through LinkedIn, and they said they didn't have anyone in Scotland doing this for them, and I was like, all right, great. So that means that if I hopefully get on it, I'll be the only one in Scotland doing it, the whole Scotland. So that's amazing, because there's like over 50 sites,
Well, it minimises the risk of, I guess, the competition, I guess.
literally. So yeah, so that would be good. So
That's good.
hopefully that comes off something. But
Very cool.
if anyone's looking for a decent drone that is under 250 grams light, because obviously of law restrictions and licenses and
Yep.
shit like that, DJI Mini 3 Pro, Mini 4 Pro, Mini 4 Pro.
Mini 4 Pro is
The
what Chris
boxes
has
over
got.
there actually. Yeah, DJI Mini 4 Pro. That's the one that I got. It's pretty cool. It comes with a remote, like with a screen on it. And
Yeah,
you
and
can,
you thought everyone was pretty good, eh? What? You thought it was a pretty good drone.
it's an amazing drone. It's got excellent like camera abilities and shit. It's essentially like the camera we're filming on right now, but with wings. It's fucking tremendous. And what?
Did you ever watch, when you were younger, The Gadget Show?
Remember some? I think I don't know. I
I used to always watch it, right? Like when we were younger, and obviously it used to show you like the best tech. Like that was what the show was about. Like shows you the newest and coolest tech,
Right.
right? Each week or whatever it was on. And you used to have a competition on it, right? Every week. We actually was one of the one competitions that we went in for, like in my family. That my mum or dad used to always go for it, and it was like, because they would have basically like you phone in. And if you happen to be the lucky caller or whatever, you win like, mate, it used to be like 40 grand's worth of tech in that.
Really?
Aye, like, you win 5 drones, 8 iPads, like, it was everything. It was like,
Really?
like, you couldn't imagine, like, if it had landed at your door, you'd be like, what? 9 PS5s? So, like, that's what it was like 4 Xbox Ones, like, blah, like, that's what it was like.
Right.
And you were like, oh my
going on
god, this everyone's gonna have all
Is
the
this still
stuff.
happening or not?
The Gadget Show, I think it must be. I'm going to actually just Google
look
it
it up,
quickly.
look it up.
Because, mate, this used to come up every week. We used to always just go in, like, enter the competition, because we used to be like, oh, fuck, imagine you won
I'll be
that.
honest, I'd be entering competitions all day long because I love tech.
Gadget Show.
Right.
So it was launched in 2004. It's called Shop Smart, Save Money Now.
Right.
In 2023, the name was changed twice further. Also, it's changed again. A block of programs airing from March, blah, 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 the title. So then they changed it to The Good Gadget Guide.
All right.
So it's just to go to a broader audience. But I don't think it's like as good as it was.
Right.
So they're still doing it. Yeah, so they're on, I'll tell you what. So it's 36 seasons.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And sometimes they used to go like they used to have competitions, like who could bring the coolest gadget and all that
Right,
for like
okay.
under £500 and like stuff like that. Like it was cool.
Right. Okay.
And it was like kind of like from some person would have a drone, some person would have like a jacket that warmed up for you and all that. Like,
Alright, okay.
it was awesome.
Yeah.
Like it was actually like
That
really,
sounds cool.
really cool. Like it was a cool show. It was a show you could sit and watch and you'd be like, huh, that's cool.
I remember because I used to watch a show that like showed off all these technology.
Yeah,
stuff
that'll
and
be
that.
it.
Probably.
There always used to be like one thing that like you knew you couldn't afford.
Yeah.
So it was like a submarine. Like there was a dolphin submarine I remember on one of the episodes that you sat in
Right.
and it like could jump out the water.
Right. Okay.
It was like $100,000.
Yeah. Okay. No.
But obviously like they always show you like a pinnacle tech thing where it's like this is probably unaffordable for you, but
Yeah. We're gonna
like
show you anyway, 'cause
like we'll show you anyway. Like or like I'm sure on one there was like it was like an exoskeleton suit that you wore, and it was I think it was designed for farmers and that.
Right.
So you could lift much heavier stuff.
Right.
So it like went around your legs, along your back, like up your spine, and then onto your arms.
I think I kind of.
And,
I've seen.
and you could like actually lift stuff, and it would just be like
yeah.
and you were like super strong. Like it was awesome.
That was a cool feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there was like that, like so they showed you like that stuff. Then they would show you like normal shit that
Yeah.
you could buy, like this new monitor is this, like,
Yeah.
and everyone's wow, like cool. I was honestly, I really enjoyed that show.
That's
But they've
cool.
obviously
I'm gonna have to-
changed
I'm
it.
gonna have to
I was
look
a bit
into
gutted.
that later
The old episodes were great.
Yeah. Everything.
brilliant.
Everything 2000s was great. But nah, Jones Class, really good.
It just reminded me when you were talking about the drone there. I was like, God, that sounds like a gadget show.
Nah, it's really good video ability, photo ability, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, anyone looking for a drone that does a lot of cool shit and does good quality footage, definitely recommend that one. But yeah, it's meant to how the drone's advanced, because I remember like 10 years ago or something like that.
They were non-existent.
Well, there was, but they were about 14 grand. And the quality was dog shit.
No, it's terrible.
And now it's like you can get one for like 300 quid.
Right,
And they're recording in 4K and all that shit. Do you know what I mean?
Remember
Like,
when there was a big thing when they first came out and the phone was like, oh,
yeah, they were so uneasy about
like,
it.
I'm not sure
So
if we're allowed
uneasy.
these and
Yeah. That's because you're effectively in control of an aircraft. You could literally fly it into a car.
Yeah, you could.
Do you know what I mean? And if you have one of those really light ones, you don't have to register them. So like you could literally buy
Do you have to register if it's over a certain amount?
if it's over 250 grams of weight, you need to get a license for it. You need to have like all these operator IDs and all that kind of shit.
And do you have to have a reason for the license or not?
Nah, it's just so they know who's doing it. Who's flying it, who's the owner of it, and all that kind of stuff. You don't have to apply for it.
And what would be the difference in getting a big, like, heavy one?
What do you mean?
Like, what's the benefit?
So benefit is you get more flying time out of it because you get a bigger battery in it. You also have, so like for example,
Higher, I guess.
yeah, you can get higher, you can get further. You also have, so for example, in the DJI Air series, you have the top of the shelf one has got 3 cameras built into it,
Oh, right, okay.
right? So whereas my one's only got 1, but it's got really good abilities to like zoom in and all the rest of it, right? Whereas on the other one, you've got 3 separate, it's like your phone.
Yeah.
When here you've got a telephoto camera, which is like for far away, like distant, like long distance stuff. You got a wide angle, so you can do really wide
So you
angle
would get
shit.
that on the drone.
And you've got a regular one as well. So you effectively have all of these on the drone as well, but like in insanely good quality. Whereas some of them, it's like getting the basic iPhone, whatever, 12 or whatever.
Like the non-pro. or
Aye,
something.
non-pro. It's just similar to that, like kind of thing. But it's just class. But they're like 1,800 quid. Those ones. They're insane.
Aye, like
They're
decent
quite
money.
dear.
Aye.
They're quite dear. And
Obviously a lot bigger.
yeah, and you get other ones which are like the size of like this rug. They're like massive, like or like the size of the chair, like legs that you're sitting on. It's like this size. It's got the legs like that for the thing, for the wings and all that, and it's like this massive block sitting on it, attached to it, and it takes off and flies no problem. And some of them go like up to 50 mile an hour. Like
Another thing is, I guess, the wind will not be as bad on it because it's bigger.
yeah, exactly,
heavier.
aye. The one I have, the wind resistance is actually insanely good. I was blown away
For the
because
size of it.
it's got like a wee. So the camera is on a stabilizer, right, which is like electronically moved about with motors, right. There's 3 or 4 of them, and obviously there's 4 props, and they'll balance the thing.
I like gyros, so it just doesn't move.
They'll just basically counterbalance like from the wind, if that makes sense. And then the gimbal, like the stabilizer, will do the rest of the work, making sure the camera is straight at all times. I mean, I flew that in some wind, and I looked at the footage after, perfectly like straight, not a single jerk or anything like that.
Yeah.
Like, as I was blown away because I was like, how does it do that? And you're looking at it, shooting it nice and straight on the screen. You look up at it, and it's like that because it's the wind's coming at it, so it's trying to fly that way.
Counteract against the wind.
Exactly. So it's trying to stay in the same exact spot, but you can't take the piss with it because sometimes it comes up on the screen being like if it's serious wind, it comes up on the screen. It happened to me. It goes wind too high or something like that. Returning to home. Returning to home means that it will come back to exactly where it took off from.
Right.
So with these drones, the DJI drones, you don't have to worry about it ever falling out of the sky unless you crash it, like I did. But under any normal circumstances, it would never fall out of the sky. Like if your battery dies or something,
it'll just fly home.
Whenever you set it up and you're about to take off, it will update its home position, right?
Yep.
So it will even speak out like for the remote, being like home position updated. And that means that it's set as home, as in its takeoff point, exactly where it was just taken off from. So, when you go wherever with it, like this happened to me when one of my batteries was dying. It would say battery like too low, returning to home. I just leave it, put the remote on the side, and it flew exactly back and landed exactly where it took off from.
That's good, eh?
So you never have to. And then one time I lost radio signal between my controller and the drone because there was no signal. Like I must have been inside somewhere or whatever, and I couldn't read. It couldn't connect to my remote. So it would just say connection lost, returning to home. It just comes back.
That's good, eh?
I was like, that's amazing. That's
a good feature.
Oh, it's an amazing feature. All DJI drones have this feature, so you don't have to worry about it ever like falling out of the sky or any of that shit.
Really
so
useful.
It's class. It's amazing.
It's interesting how technology.
Mate, it's amazing. It's like anything these days. It's like monitors, for example, right? So like I remember when I first started like playing around with computers and all that kind of stuff. Like I had like one screen and it was like a 26-inch or 27-inch, whatever. And I actually put up a photo because I recently found a photo of like what my setup used to look like 5 years ago compared to what it looks like now. And I'll put a photo of that up now as well. And then it's like, now I'm looking at, so I've got 3 screens for my computer, but they're all like, see when it's like, I found this when I was playing that Ghost of Tsushima, that it was like, the darks weren't really dark, it was like really backlight coming through and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So I found that you can get a monitor, it's an OLED monitor, which displays true blacks as if the thing's completely turned off, right? And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. So I found a monitor, it's a 45-inch, because I think I mentioned this on the last podcast or one before that. It was a 49-inch Samsung G9 that I found, but I actually found an LG Ultralight 45-inch monitor, which actually looks better, as in size-wise.
Ooh, Samsung.
I know, but
I'm Samsung only.
I know, but I've got an LG right now, and it's pretty decent, to be honest.
I'm still going to boot it.
But because a 49, I'd like to have that anyway because it's a very nice screen, but it's really, really wide and it's quite narrow that way. Whereas the 45 is a wee bit shorter but taller, so it's more area. I would imagine, if that makes sense. So
it doesn't, but
it's not more area because it's obviously
it's impossible to be more area. But
yeah, but you know what I'm saying. It's a bit more the contrast of it is a bit. Yeah, you just hate it because it's not Samsung.
I hate LG.
Why?
I think that's right.
Do you?
In fact, I don't think. I know.
You know.
Absolute garbage.
Right, okay, so we'll just...
I'm a Samsung
till
I die.
Look, I've got TV Samsung, I know. I like Samsung
to
shit.
Death.
I know. Till I die. RIP and all that, right?
To death.
Well, that's fine.
Get that LG shit away.
With the nice weather coming in...
you probably won't need it currently because you'll be out, hopefully.
Well, I was about to say, so I will be out. I've been out a lot actually recently because I've been going about hill walking and stuff like that. I'm just going for walks and shit because the weather's coming in nice. But I've been talking about this for the past few months, especially to you. I've been saying that I want to get a mountain bike and go
trails,
yeah, and just go about, because I actually really enjoy cycling and I haven't done it in ages. I would love to. So I'm actually looking at getting myself a wee, well, I say a wee one. I need to get a big one for
average sized.
All right. Okay. I need to get myself a mountain bike so that I can go out, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the drone, and the drone's got like a follow mode, so it can follow me through places.
Follow you on the
bike.
On the trail.
Yeah.
Cool.
So it will film when I fall and break my leg and all that kind of shit. So that'll be fun to watch.
Classic.
Right.
Classic footage.
Listen, and then the drone will crash into a tree, and then I can't get the drone down from the tree because it's too high up, and then I'll go up the tree, break another leg. It's going to be a whole thing.
I'm just getting sick, especially when the nice weather comes in, of my hair.
Why?
I hate having hair when it gets warm.
You're going to shave it, aren't you?
Yeah, it's doing my head in. I hate having hair. Like I'm over it.
Just get it like surgically removed.
I'm over it.
Could you do that? Can you? Is that possible?
Probably.
I mean,
It's doing my head in. Like I hate having the thing is, right, my barber's fantastic, but it's when I've not seen my barber for 3 or 4 weeks and then my hair's grown out, it does my head in.
literally.
Every day. I wake up on my hair, walk all the way to like I would need to see my barber every week. And I just can't do that. I just don't feel, because I just got a buzz cut.
Yeah.
So like it just feels not required to be going that often, but I need to go that often because it's doing my head in. So I'm hoping that my head will get tattooed this year.
All right, yeah.
And then I've just got an excuse to literally just shave all my hair off and not have hair. I don't really like not having hair when I've not, like if I've not got that excuse.
Yeah.
Not like completely not have hair. But I feel like if my head's tattooed, I have the pure excuse to just not have any hair all the time.
I can't wait to see that, honestly.
I'm buzzing for it.
It's going to be interesting.
Full
hairline tattoo.
Oh.
Where are you going with it?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Like I'm buzzing.
That's
And it'll be
class.
funny because it'll be dark, whereas my hair's blonde. So actually my face will then be, like, it'll just all be dark
Yeah.
instead of white.
You'll need to razor cut your hair yourself, though.
I will, but I just feel like,
You can get those electric razors that you can just...
well, that's what I'm saying. So like like at that point, I will buy a really good electric razor that I can just right and do the whole hair
You
right
need to do it every day, though.
and do the whole hair right. Nah, I'll not do it every day because
You
my
need
head.
to with the razor. You need to with a trimmer like the one I've got.
Yeah.
You can do it by daily or whatever. But with the razor, you need to have it really really short and then quickly.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
You know the
no,
one I'm
I'll
talking
just get a trimmer,
Right. Okay.
cut it short, and then I'll razor it. Well, a razor. But like, if it grows in a wee bit, like I'm not going to do it every day. Like if it grows in a wee bit,
Yeah.
like 1 week, then I'll just hang my head over the bath and
Yeah.
shave it all back off again. Because it'll be that short that it's like I could actually go into the shower and just shaving foam it and then just
Yeah.
batter it and just do it all ways, and then that's be done again. Like, but the good thing is my hair will hopefully grow in, and it's that see-through that it'll just like you'll not really see it for the first week or two,
Yeah.
and it'll no grow. And remember when we shaved our heads like before? It does take a bit. Like you think you get your hair short in the barber, and it seems to grow so fast, but when you cut that short, it
takes
does actually take
forever.
like a couple of weeks, like 3-4 weeks before you actually start seeing you've got hair. You're like, because you're doing to the bone. It's,
I enjoyed the feeling of not having
just
hair.
wake up and just like perfect.
I loved it.
Like it's class.
I thought it was class. Whereas me now, I need to wake up, I need to go through,
I know.
and then
I hate it.
the whole 4-step of hair.
I just feel it's cleaner as well.
Yeah.
You go in the shower, and it's like, literally, if anything, like it's like, do you know what I mean? Like it's to the level where you barely need to do anything.
I liked it because, as I say, it was just waking up and you just go.
Walk out the shower dry.
Sound, no problem.
Aye.
Whereas it's like
Dry
the
before
whole
you-
prep of hair these days. I'll maybe do it again in the future.
That's why I always try and trim my beard short. I just like the whole because Ken, when you have a beard, like come out of the shower, you do have to dry it to a degree. Like
I just towel dry
it holds a bit. Aye, but that's what I mean. Like you have to towel dry it. You don't even have to towel dry if you've not got a shaved. Like if you've got shaved face. Like I can walk out, it's just dry.
I just literally go.
It's just dry. Aye, but you've not got a very big beard. But it's just, and then it's the same with my hair. I just want neither.
Yeah,
I want neither.
that's made me laugh. Sorry. I'll be honest, right?
We'll try it. I want neither. I want neither.
I shaved this last year completely, right? And I hated it because
I think it was just because you weren't used to it.
I just seen myself in the mirror and I was like, ugh, uglier than I'm usually.
I actually,
to be honest,
I actually liked it when you did it.
Nah, it's just I don't have the bone structure like that, like, you know how people sometimes, like, so guys don't have any facial hair and they look like decent, like, you know, like fucking nice cheek, nice jawline
Depends
and
if
all
you
that
give
shit.
a fuck about it.
I mean, I do, yes, because I don't like the way I look without a beard, because I just don't have a chin.
It just literally.
It just goes right. So at least if I've got a beard, it looks a little bit better. But I try and maintain it as best as I can. I mean, I obviously don't
I
have
hate having a beard.
done a little line up today, fresh.
I hate having a
But-
beard. I'm going to my barber.
See, sometimes when I leave it for too long and I look at it, I'm like, I look like a junkie.
It does. It's so the line is so fast to cross. Like you could be one day this, and then the next day
Literally,
it's
freshest
like
guy ever.
terrible.
Homeless.
No, I like to be fresh. I wish I was one of these guys, and I said that to you not long ago. I'm going to learn to use the straight razor,
Yeah.
and shave my beard, because you get the kind like I use foam, but you get gel.
Yeah.
You get shaving gel.
Yeah.
And it's like clear, but it's like quite thick gel, and like use that for the straight razor,
They
right?
put that on the, you know, like when you get the actual razors, like the shaving razors, right?
Aye.
And there's a little like strip of it on the top of the actual
Yeah, that's
blade.
right.
That is what that is, a gel. You wet it and it becomes jelly, and
Yeah, so you can put the gel on, and then you do the. I would like to be one of those people that does that like nearly every morning. I probably wouldn't need to do it every morning, but like every 2 or 3 days, like just
I remember
re-gel it.
my granddad.
I probably will start doing that when I'm like moving to
Yeah.
my place and that.
So my granddad's very traditional, like old school man, right? So he wears a shirt like
Like that film we were just
literally that
watching.
film we were watching.
But like they're all clean shaven.
But that's what I'm saying. So he's a very like 50s dressed man, right? So he'll wear like suspenders and like
I love that. So cool.
trousers with a crease and all that, you know, like shirts and all that kind of shit, right? And he'll have like his hair will be like short, but not like overly bushy, like kind of like
Yeah,
yours,
yeah,
but
yeah.
nicely trimmed. And he'll have straight cut sideburns, and the rest of it is just clean shaven, nothing.
I like that.
And he'll go. I remember when I was last time. This was like 20 years ago, but last time when I seen him, that sounds really bad. I seen him last time 20 years ago.
Different
That
country.
sounds- different country, different thing.
So it's okay.
Different. It's okay. It's not, but I could make it. We'll get to that. He had an electric razor. One of those like ones that you can get in a shop. It's got like you hold it like that, and it's got like 5 razors or something. Like that.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing him going zzz, like that, cutting it. And I'm like, how does that? I used to ask him, how the hell does that work? He's like, it's just wee razors that are built in and just spin about.
Yeah.
And every morning he'd walk about and it had like a wee Hoover inside it.
Yeah.
This is 20 years ago.
They're good.
Like technology.
No,
by the
they're
way,
really
right? So it would like suck all the hair inside it, and then you empty it. And I was like, that's class. But every day without fail,
Aye,
he used
shaves.
to go about and shave.
My dad
And
used to be the same.
always freshly dressed. But you know what's funny, right? I was just so I do FaceTime him, so that's okay.
Yeah.
So I was on a FaceTime to him maybe last week or something like that with my mum, and he consistently looks the exact same. He does not change.
I like
or anything.
that. It's cool.
But what I'm saying is he doesn't age. Like I feel like he's got to a certain look of his age because he's
And
in
it just stays that look.
I think he's like in his mid or late 70s now. But when I last seen him 20 years ago,
I feel like 50 to 70, you're just the
he did
same.
not age at all, right? When I last seen him in person 20 years ago to like when I look at him now, I'm like, this dude did not change at all. No, a single extra wrinkle
I think
or anything.
you get a look though eventually, right? Because when you're younger, you kind of switch about with the looks, right?
Yeah.
But I think eventually you just find that, because like, that's me now. Like I just like to have short hair, cut beard. Like I don't grow it in. I don't think that'll change for me really. Like I see haircuts I like, but if I'm realistic with myself,
Yeah.
it'll never, like I could get that, but it'll bug me. I want to just have the same look now, and I don't want it to ever change. I think like obviously I'll age slightly in the face because everyone does, right? That's just between the age of probably like 25 and 50 you do, right? But like I just want that haircut, that beard, like, and I'm happy to just stay like that. Like I don't need to make that change. Like I've sort of experimented and like, and I'm like, I'm cool.
Yeah.
Like even my clothes now, like I didn't really buy many clothes now. I just wear what I wear. Like
Because it's just your style.
I wear,
like
yeah. So like I have different outfits that are all slightly different styles, but I know that they're the outfits that I like, and I don't really like. I'm fine.
Yeah.
And like you try the odd thing, but I'm saying like honestly, compared to what it used to be like 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago, 9 years ago, 10 years ago, it is not even in the same league. I don't care now. I just put things on in the morning and I just walk out my door.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm just like, cool, I'm done. Like, and I'll have that haircut, that, like, as I say, when I've moved into my place now and I've got everything like sort of laid out, like kind of like just like you've got your shaver and everything laid out. Like, I think I'll sort of get into a routine of just doing that most mornings, like shaving my beard, shaving my.
Be there for you, so it's like.
Aye, like everyone's lying there, everyone's kind of just doesn't feel like a hassle. Like can kind of get in a routine. That's what I'm going to start doing. I'm going to start shaving my, like, and every morning and all that, so I'm just fresh every day. Walk down and that, like, I think it's because I'm less bothered about what anyone.
I think so.
Like people looking at me and that, I just look the way I look. So that's how it is. Like, I think that's kind of like how I feel now.
That's the best way to feel though.
Because I'm coming up for 30, what, 2 years or whatever till I'm 30, and I'm like, I just feel like now it's like, well, like Rari doesn't really care. She's obviously just looks at me and she's fine, like doesn't bothered, and she didn't care when I had a shaved head or when I had longer hair or whatever. She wasn't bothered. So like when I had my mullet and all that, like she didn't care. So like for me, it's really only for me, and I'm caring less now. Not like caring less, like being slobby and like looking at. You don't
care about other people's opinions.
Aye, not care like as in not looking after myself. Like not at all. Like I quite actively like moisturise.
You do.
Shave my beard, like do all this sort of stuff. Like
you've got a big routine now. I know it.
Aye, which I do, but it's actually more just for self-care.
Yeah.
It's not because I'm worried about like who blah 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 and doing the streets going to look at me. Like I'm no bored. Like I just dress how I want, but I want to look in the mirror and go, I've put my moisturiser on, I've brushed my teeth, I've water flossed and all that. I just like to do all that stuff, and then that's me fine.
Yeah.
Like, and I think it's weird when you get a wee bit older, because see, 10 years ago, you did care.
Yeah.
You were like, fuck, what am I going to put on that outfit? What am I going to like? Like I'm getting this haircut.
People are going to see me wearing this. Or
I like, is that going to be all right? Like, mental. I don't care now.
The thing is, so I care significantly less nowadays
than what you did
back then.
Yeah.
But it's like I still want to dress quite well enough so that people don't look at me like, oh, he's a tramp. Like I don't want to be going out of the house looking like a tramp.
But it's more just look at yourself and think, do I look like a tramp?
The thing is, that's what I'm saying. So like every time if I go somewhere, I go and look in the mirror. I'm like, right, does this outfit? Like I still check if what I'm wearing goes.
Yeah, but that's fine to do that. That's what you should do.
I'm like, right, is my beard lined up? It is, cool. Right, that's fine. Is there any part of my hair that's sticking? I hate sticking up here. It fucking drives me insane.
You got sticking up here?
Shut up. 'Cause I know I don't.
No, you do.
I probably do. There's a wee bit at the back.
That's exactly the bit.
I fucking know because I can feel it.
Everyone's been looking at it.
Shut it. That one's alright. It's when I have big sticky up.
Mate, everyone's been staring at it. Everyone this whole podcast has been. I've actually had a few messages on the Pipeline account that were like this. Have you seen Chris's hair sticking up?
It's when I have them at the back or like at the side or whatever, then I'm like, fuck off. But I recently bought
Salt spray. I know you did.
Because I thought it was going to turn my... So on TikTok, it's if you want wavy or curly hair, they were like, oh, just get yourself...
Salt spray doesn't do that.
Well, this is what I was led to believe it does. Because they were...
volumizes your hair.
No, but they were literally like, you take this, spray it, and they were showing it. This is my hair now. And then the next bit is like, this is my hair after salt spray. And they're spraying it on, messing it up and that. And they're like, boom, curly, done. I'm like, perfect, boots, let's go. Salt spray, 15 quid. Sound, let's go. Went home, put it in the mirror and all that, put it on, messed it up, hair dry with a diffuser and all that. Looked in the mirror, look exactly the fucking same. No difference. Maybe a wee bit more volumized, but that's it.
Mate, I became an old banny. I just didn't care. I just like to sit outside in the sun.
That's what I mean. Do you know what? Recently, right? I think it's
speak to people that just.
I think it's since I turned 30, right?
That's a big moment in your life, by the way.
I know.
Like, is it appreciate's not the right word?
Underappreciate?
It is appreciate a wee bit, but don't undervalue that moment.
I know.
You've just turned 30-year-old. Like that is it's a milestone moment.
I know.
Like
the thing is,
your life will change slightly.
I'm appreciating it because I'm like, I don't.
What are you bothered about? What are you not bothered about?
Yeah, I'm bothered about significantly.
It's like a reset.
Stuff. Yeah, I'm bothered about significantly less stuff. Like for example, I used to be very much into cars, right? I used to love having like an old car and like fuck about with it, do bits to it and all that kind of shit, right? I've just recently took pictures of it because I'm going to put it on an eBay auction to just get it sold, get rid of it. Because
I know.
It's not. It doesn't feel the same. And also, I feel like I'm outgrown the car because of the way the car looks, for example, right?
The look. It's not the specific car. It's the look of that type of car.
Yeah.
Like as in like the old classic or modified. So it's like
It's an old drift car,
I drive a classic,
but it's standard.
But I'm not talking classic like what we've got.
Yeah.
I'm talking like a 50s classic, like or a muscle car.
Yeah.
Because you need to be 50 to own one of them because you've not got enough money until you're 50 to own one of them.
Literally.
Like I would drive something like that, no problem.
Yeah.
But like I drive my Honda now, which is a 1991, right? I drive that for one reason. To get me where I need to go.
Yeah.
I don't care what it looks like. I don't care if it's now getting a wee bit of rust. I don't care. It gets me. It's got an MOT, and I get there, and I don't give a fuck, and I come home,
Yeah.
and I abandon it in the fucking space, and I get out, and I'm fucking people dent my door, whatever. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. I just don't care about these cars anymore. So I'm like, I'm just gonna get rid of it, and put the money towards something more useful, maybe. Or invest it, or put in bonds, or whatever.
That's the thing, really.
I just don't. I'm more into just having, because I don't really go anywhere anymore.
Ease of life, bro.
Because I can't be bothered going anymore because ever since I turned 30, and even just slightly before that, but more since I turned 30, I'm bothered about like I don't know, maybe not doing a lot of stuff, but like going to all the things or doing all the things that I used to do back in the day, or whatever. Now I'm all about. I'm enjoying really much being by myself and just going on walks, doing my own thing, going places by myself, like just being by myself. I love it. I think it's the best thing ever.
But if you're enjoying that, you're enjoying it.
Like I go, fair enough. Sometimes I'll go in that car and I'll go for a drive because I do like a drive in it. It's a cool drive. But it's rare. It's maybe like once a week, so not very rare. But you know what I mean. Like
a wee bit of peace is sometimes
it's
a
nice.
big deal. And not everyone can get that, so it's important to.
But I think
accommodate it.
I think car-wise, I'm gonna get rid of it all and then just have like one normal car, like something modern maybe, just something reliable, nothing expensive, nothing flashy, just a regular car, just to get me from
Absolutely, that's what I'm.
Because I don't
gonna do.
I don't care. I barely ever go, because back in the day I used to be like, oh, I want a nice cool car because I wanted people to see me drive a cool car.
You do, that's the reason.
Yeah, you do.
Like, no matter what anyone says, that is the reason.
Fucking dispute
so many people are like, nah, just because I like that. Like, no, it isn't.
Listen, shut it. Like,
no, it isn't.
If you've bought a car, specifically bought a car, and you think it's because you want it and you don't care about people look at you. Bollocks. It's when you get older you realise that, right, okay, no, I genuinely did want to be. I
just admitted to yourself, you were trying to flex.
You were trying to flex. I literally would say that. You're trying to flex, and that's fine, because that's what you do when you're younger.
Everyone does it.
Everyone does it. Everyone's done it. I've done it. You've done it. Everyone.
Absolutely.
But nowadays it's like, I don't care. It's like, I actually want to be seen, or not even seen. I want to be in something so inconspicuous that I will not be spotted on the street, or seen, or waved by anybody that I know, or anything like that. I cannot tell you how terrified I am, of bumping into someone that I know, like when I'm out in public. I cannot be bothered.
Yeah, you became antisocial. Do you know what?
No, it's not because I don't like them.
Yeah, same as me.
I just want to stress that. It's not because I don't like someone, or I can't be bothered with someone, or they're not my friend anymore, or whatever. I just don't want to. I just want to have
It's funny, right?
Quiet, peace
so,
and quiet.
like, you know Emily at work, right?
Yes.
So, me and Emily are also really good friends, right? We are two of the least antisocial people in the world. We actually laugh to the level where, like, we said this once because we send each other the reels on Instagram all the time, right? But we never actually speak. Okay, so like there's no communication, and one day we did communicate, and one of us went, "This is a bit weird, eh?" Like, because we're communicating, like, and they were I can't remember which way around it was, but it was like the other person was like, "Yeah, it's a bit like
this is a bit too much.
I think this feels a bit much." Like, and I was like, I agree.
Yeah.
Like we can't. Yeah, like just get away.
Yeah.
Like, and like. I'm like that now. Like I don't want to socialize with people.
I do feel that because I'm this way now, it kind of hinders some relationships that I have. But the thing is, though, it's like it happens. Like it's not anything that I have against someone or anything like that.
No, and that's important
it's just
to make sure you're.
It's just I really, since I've kind of been on my own, I've just really been enjoying it. And
so
it's
have you ever
so
seen
peaceful.
you ever seen a thing and it says something like, it's a quote, and it says something like, peace, it's like, don't quote me on this quote, right?
All right.
It's similar to what I'm going to say, but this is not the exact wording. It's similar, it's something like, peace is dangerous, or being alone is dangerous, right? Because once you've done it for a period of time, it's being alone is dangerous or something, because once you've done it for a period of time, like, the peace is so nice and so addictive that you don't actually want other people to enter into to disturb it.
I've seen this.
Like, and it's not because you have a problem with anyone. It's actually sheerly just because you're like, nah, I like it way too much. Like, too much to, like, it's mental.
The funny thing, I agree with that. And the funny thing is that I used to actually be like, well, you know this. I used to be. I used to crave like.
You would crave the social.
Yeah, I wanted to have, because I would just be bored. I'd feel lonely and all that shit.
Yeah,
right?
I don't get that ever.
Like, I used to feel so lonely and feel like, oh, fuck's sake, I'm just sitting, I'm bored, like, blah, and then you get anxious, and then I'd get this, and I'd be like, right, I fucking need to speak to someone, I need to go see someone, I need to do something with someone, and blah, blah, blah. And I used to actually get quite sad, because I'd feel lonely to that point that I'm like, fuck, I've got no friends.
But you're relying on other people to feel okay. Like,
exactly.
It's not required.
And then that's when I learned that I was like, I shouldn't have to. Like, I should feel okay being by myself.
Because that means your happiness is purely reliant on someone else.
Yeah.
If you need the social interaction and and people around to make you feel okay, that is purely means that you're purely reliant on someone else to make you happy.
Now it's like,
now you're just reliant on
I'm fine being myself. Like,
and then that's fine. And that doesn't mean you never ever see anyone. But I think as you get a wee bit older, like my mum and that, like, or like my dad or whatever. Like, they honestly, like, could go a year without seeing friends, or more than that. Like, I've got other friends that sort of, like, that are really close, and one of them works down south and all that sort of stuff. Like, honestly, I haven't seen the guy in over a year.
Yeah.
He's still my mate.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely still my mate. Like, consider him one of my closest. But I don't see him, but I have no problem with that, and he has no problem with that, and we don't speak. But, like, if he came up, we'd maybe go for a pint, and we'd catch up in that, and that's adult. That's been an adult. Unfortunately, that has just been like adult life, and I think you start to see people drift and come and go as your life goes on.
Yeah.
And I was just saying this the other day, like, people come and go out of your life, right? But not in a negative manner. It's more like someone might have been a massive part of your 20s, early 20s, teens, and then they fade out. And that's just because, like, they weren't meant to be part of any further than that.
Yeah.
They were meant to be part of the time frame they were part of.
Yeah.
And then you maybe meet other people, or you just get closer to people you already knew.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Or you might just dwell off and be a wee bit more alone.
Well, that's
fine as well.
That's what exactly happened to me.
Because I see my daughter, right, obviously every week for like a considerably large period of my time. So, like, I work, and just to give everyone an insight, I work, and when I do work, I obviously normally don't have my daughter, and then when I'm not working, which is quite a large part of the week, then I have my daughter. So I find that, and this is just in case anyone else gets something similar, I find that, not that your kids are a burden or anything, or not, but when your social aspect, because with kids, you do have to be social with them. You have to put the effort in.
Yeah.
You can't just close off on your wee one, right, or whatever, right, or your wee kids or whatever. You have to take the time to speak to them and, how was your school, like, Ken? So you have to put that effort in, right? Not because it's like a burden. It's just you have to do that. You're a parent. But what I find then is, see, when I do have a period of, whether it be an hour, 5 hours, whatever, a night where I'm like, she's in her bed sleeping, or I've just got that period free. She's away staying at my mum's for a night or something, right? Sometimes I just sit and I just go, the last thing I want to do right now is communicate with anyone else. Because all I've done is communicate with her all week, and then being at my work, communicating, because you have to, with the people in the workplace, because that's how we get things done, and it's teamwork and all that. So all I've had to do is communicate with them, then my daughter. So this period of time where I don't have to do either of those things, I'm taking it.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, I'm using it to the full of my advantage.
I understand that, because I have these moments as well sometimes when I'm like, I've been at work talking to someone. Then after that,
I'm
been
done.
on the phone to someone.
I'm worn. I'm
then
done.
I do something else
Leave me
that
alone.
involves communicating. That involves me speaking. To
Yeah,
someone.
I don't even want to speak, and it feels.
Mate, see, when I come home sometimes,
unnecessary,
this is why I love living by myself, right? This is why
well,
I
obviously, I've not
fucking
received that
love
yet,
it.
but it will be good.
This is why I love it, living by myself. It's like the best thing ever. Is when I come home after talking or doing stuff or being social or whatever,
Yeah.
and I just sit on this couch here with everything turned off, and I'm just sitting here and I'm like, oh my fucking God. The silence
Mate,
is
it's
just
lovely, huh?
insanely good. And I'm like, sometimes it's like I've got a word count. Sometimes, like, for example, I could be someone.
In a day.
I could be somewhere socialising, right? I could
Mine's
be with
just
my friends.
48 or something.
I could be out with my friends. I could be doing whatever, right? And then it'll just be like a switch inside. Like I'll be having a good time. Like I'll be out having a good time on a meal or whatever. And then a switch will flick inside me, be like, right, that's enough. And then I'll just go quiet, and I'm like, right, I'm going to head home.
I used to be very heavily social when I was younger,
Yeah.
and everyone knows that. And like always a big part of whatever group, in the sense of like very chatty, very social, very interactive, loads of energy.
Yeah.
I struggle now, not in like a depressed or because I'm sad or anything like. Not honestly, not that. I'm probably happier than I was then, inside. Like I'm probably genuinely, all jokes apart, happier now than I was then. But I'm as quiet as I've ever been.
Yeah.
And I think like I'm just like, and I'm relaxed. I'm very calm now, like even more than I was before. Now I'm like really calm.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like, everyone's fine. Like, do you know what I mean? Like I'm not fazed by a lot. I don't confront or debate as much as I used to. I just everyone's fine. Just let it float by. Life's life. And I just let it float, and I'm like, cool. I'm alright.
Yeah.
Like, cool, everyone's fine. Like I'm just gonna, and I don't need to. Sometimes I used to feel like I had to be a part of every conversation that when we were out. Now I let a conversation start, middle and end, and I don't even enter it.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, even in work and stuff, I do that sometimes. I'll listen and I'm just like I don't get involved because I don't want to. I just always feel like, why am I always trying to vocalize? I don't need to. It's nothing. It isn't the end of the day. Like, I don't always have to give my opinion.
Yeah.
My opinion, as valid as it is to me, isn't always going to be valid to everyone else, right? So why do they need to hear it?
Yeah.
They don't.
Absolutely.
Like they don't need to hear my opinion. I can have that opinion, and I can just have it in my head and go, okay. And I don't need to be involved in that conversation.
It's part of not having to explain yourself, because you're
I don't have to explain what my outlook is on it unless I'm actively asked. What do you think about that? And in even half those times, even more than 50% of those times, I would give the sort of like, well,
I've got a different opinion, but
I'm not really that. Yeah, I'm not really that interested in getting involved in it, or I'm not. It's not really.
I feel
doesn't
like
matter
when we
to
were
me.
younger,
Really.
we would be more inclined in like
You want to be relevant.
You'd want, not even that, but you'd want to please other people by giving them the answers or participating in certain things. Like, for example, recently I was asked to be a +1 at a wedding,
Okay.
right? And it was like, oh, like, Chris, would you like to go to a wedding? Like, would you like to be, it's a cool wedding coming up, would you like to come to a wedding? And I just flat out, I was like, no, I'll be honest, no, I'm not interested. I couldn't think of anything worse.
There's a lot of social at a wedding.
Mate, I've been to a wedding before, so I know what it's like. And I was like, I'll be honest, that sounds like too much for me. That sounds like too many people. I'm sorry, I appreciate the invite, but I'm not interested.
I'll do that.
And I'll be honest, the person was not impressed. And I'm like, well, you can't be annoyed at me. You asked me if I want to go. I said no.
Yeah,
I've
don't
give you
want to go.
I've actually given you more reasoning than I should have. And so it's like, why? Do you know what I mean? But I could tell annoyance through the phone. Like, I could tell that there was, right, you're not happy with my, Ken, you wanted me to come, like, blah, blah, but do you know what it is? But then 10 years ago, I would have been like, where's my suit?
I know.
You know what I mean? Like,
I'm like not like that now.
Now I'm
I
just
try
like,
and, don't get me wrong, I try and a couple of times a year make the effort to do something social with a friend, with whatever friend group I'm going to do it with.
yeah,
Whatever that may be, so a birthday, something like that, right? Because I think it's important that you don't completely close yourself off forever.
Yeah, no.
So like in the sense of like you never see anyone, you become a hermit. I don't think that's healthy.
No, like I couldn't do that.
I think you actively, and a few times a year for me is fine.
Yeah.
Once a quarter.
Yeah.
It's fine. Once a quarter, so like four a year, and I'll go out with whatever friend group, and I'll socialise, and I'll make the effort. But that's kind of like my level.
Yeah.
Like, and that's including nights out. Not I just got every work night out. I barely got any of them now. Yeah, a lot of them are to do with Rari or whatever. I've got Rari or whatever, right? But also there is a part of me I'm like, I don't want to go with that.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? I didn't want to go with that. Like,
it's just different, isn't it? It's like
life starts to change slightly.
Yeah.
Bigger things come around.
As you say, like I wouldn't want to completely not socialise because like
that's not healthy to do.
Everyone needs a wee bit of socialisation, right? You need to go out and socialise a wee bit. Like I get days when I wake up and I'm like, right, who's coming out?
You need
where are we going? Like,
yeah,
are we going out to get food? Are we going blah whatever? And then I'm like, great, let's just all go do something and blah. But then see, once that's done, I'm like, right, I need like 2 months to defrost after that.
That's what I'm like as well.
I need to chill out for like 2 months now. Like, leave me alone.
That's what I'm
and not in a bad way. Like, I just need to.
It's nothing to do with the people.
It's like Sims.
It's not to do with the people. It's you.
It's like Sims. My wee social meter has been filled right up, and it's now just going to deplete very, very, very slowly for the next couple of months. And then when it depletes again, I'll be like, hello.
That's what I'm like.
And it might sound bad. It might sound like
30-year-old thing's done that.
I know, but it might sound bad. It might sound like, oh, Chris, you're just using your friends for your own social good feeling and all that kind of shit. I'm like, well, isn't that what friends are for? Like, to go and see them, to socialise with them. Like, why would I?
Well, friends is just someone that you've chose that you like to socialise with.
Yeah.
That's what anyone in your you'll do things for. They would do things for you because you are close and you have a bond, etc. That's what friendship is, really.
Yeah.
People that you like to surround yourself with. Whether that be surround yourself with once a year or surround yourself with once a day.
Yeah.
Absolutely, that's within the friendship. But
the person,
you need to decide how you feel about that or whatever. And that's what my active outlook is on it.
It's weird how it's changed for me though, because it was up and down for me. Because when I was in school,
my mum just told me the other week there, because she said, I was talking to her briefly about this, and just like how I felt and stuff, and she was like, Aaron, it's so normal.
Yeah.
She's like, you don't think it is, but she's like, it's so normal. She's like, everyone gets like that. She's like, you get two types of people. Some of them are quiet early on, like, and then they start to branch out, and like their mid-20s onwards into their 30s and up to 40, they're super social. And the other people are the flip side.
Well,
like both. What I'm doing. So I'm like quiet.
Yeah.
Then I'm aging towards 30 and I'm loud. Then I'm aging towards 30 and I'm quieting down. She's like, you're that way.
So when I was in school, I was the quiet guy. So I'd actually not want to socialise with people on purpose. So I would sit and have my lunch on my own. Like I would sit at a table by myself and not have anything. And then I'd maybe go and play drums like for the rest of the lunch or whatever, like by myself as well. Or I'd go for a walk or just whatever. But I've always done myself. Right. Or then I'd go in a library and just sit there on the computer or read a book or whatever myself and shit like that, right? And then after school, I'd go home and I'd literally just sit on the computer all day or evening, whatever. No, I'd had like one best friend at the time, but it's because we were quite similar in a way that we were both very introverted and he was into computers and I was, and we were both gaming and shit like that. He actually introduced me to Call of Duty.
I don't mind sitting on games.
Yeah, he introduced me to Call of Duty eventually, and that was a very good friendship.
But I need people that can sit in silence.
So he could do that as well.
Yeah.
But the thing is, right, so then I grew up and I met other people who have brought me out of my introverted shell.
That's okay.
And I turned into a very confident and very like socially, like very loud socially person type thing, right? And and then now, and it's like I feel like since like my late 20s, it's just very gradually been, the socialness of me has been kind of going down a wee bit, and then since the past couple of or few months, since the start of the year maybe, I've just been like, right, I'm done. Like I'm not, like I want quiet. I'm going back to how I was when I was in school, effectively. You know what I mean?
If it's all up to you, is how you behave.
But I mean, I feel happy. So as long as I feel happy.
Absolutely, that's all that matters.
As long as I feel happy, I'm fine. Because I think to myself like, am I happy with this? Do I feel okay? Yeah, I do. Cool, that's fine.
Well, that's all that matters.
Do I want to change anything? If I do, cool. What do I want to change? How do I change it? Blah. Do that. No problem. Fine.
This is for anyone, by the way. This is actually like as advice. You do what makes you happy. It's very important. You don't try to be different just for other people or whatever. Like whatever you're feeling, you do.
You do what makes you happy, and you do what you want to do.
Very important.
Yeah.
On a plus side,
Yes.
different subject. Have you seen the film Roadhouse?
Oh, hold on. This is giving me. Who's in it?
Jake Gyllenhaal.
And Conor McGregor.
Conor McGregor.
Ah, that's, mate, what that movie? Oh my god!
Aye, very good film.
What a movie!
I watched it the other week.
Yeah, have you ever seen it before? I've seen
I'd seen the old one. I've not seen that
No,
one.
I've seen this one. I've seen it ages ago.
No, I've
'cause
seen
it came
this
out-
one.
I think it came out like last year.
I've seen this one. Yeah, 2024. I've seen this one
Yeah.
like a couple of weeks ago.
Mate, oh, what a movie! My favourite scene is like for an ambulance because you'll need it or something like that. Like, when he's outside the bar.
Aye, when he first batters them all.
Yeah.
Aye, mate.
Where's the nearest hospital? That's what it is.
Aye.
'Cause
25 miles away, alright.
And it's the biker guy that's like oblivious to what's happening. Like, oh, like
Without traffic, it's 20 minutes away.
Whose
and
bike is that? Oh, that's my bike. Like, what's happening? And do you like it? And the leader is like, would you?
He's in
fuck up?
fantastic shape in that film.
Who's that?
The main
Jake.
guy.
Aye.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's when Conor McGregor comes in and he headbutts the guy or whatever the fuck is he does to him.
Aye, in the face.
Mate, it's the fight scenes that in that movie is tremendous.
That's a very
Very good.
hardcore. I like when he's like, well, the gun's not really scary, is it? He's like, I just have to break 2 fingers. You can't even shoot it.
Yeah.
And he's like, what? And he's like, and he's like, pull the trigger.
No. Nah, it's a very good movie. I've only seen it once, so it's very faded memory. of
No,
what
I
happened.
really enjoy it. Like,
But I would
really
like to watch
enjoyed
it. I might watch it again because it's a really good movie. I enjoyed
Oh,
it.
such a good film.
Nah, it was great. Honestly, I was watching it and I was like, holy shit, what's going to happen next?
That's based off an old film that had, I don't know, I might butcher this here. I think it was Patrick Swayze
Okay.
in the original, and came out in 1989,
Yeah.
and it was badass. I think the story, so it's slightly more far-fetched than this one, like, because he drives a boat through the fucking bar and all that. I don't remember that happening in the original, if I'm honest with you. And the fight at the end with him and Conor McGregor was edging on the far-fetched side.
Mate, it was fictional as fuck.
Right? Because they were literally getting stabbed multiple times.
Bro was still standing up,
alive,
no
right?
problem in that.
Still alive, right? No problem. Now,
Did he not walk away from the fight? Pure stabbed with like a
he was
50
fucked.
wound.
He was fucked. So, I don't remember that quite happening.
Yeah.
But basically, it was cool because he had like the pure long hair, he had the tight top and the jeans and the sort of cowboy boots with like tucked in top and that. But he was pure like, what's happening, right? But he was like, he like roundhouse kicked everyone. He was class.
Roundhouse.
Aye, roundhouse.
Roundhouse.
You ever seen Family Guy when he starts doing the kicking?
This is exactly
Roadhouse.
Yeah.
That's what it comes from.
I've watched that episode, I know.
Right.
I'm aware.
So
I've watched all the Family Guy, I love it.
it's class, right? So that like the old one's really, really good, but then this new one, like he played it well. Like it's a very, very good.
Yeah.
Like-
I might rewatch it, but yeah.
Yeah, rewatch it, but actually try the old one.
Oh well, yeah.
It genuinely is a really good film. Patrick Swayze is heavy good in it.
Yeah.
And honestly, like I remember watching it with my dad when I was young.
Right.
Obviously, it was still like 20-year-old back then, but
Yeah.
like not genuinely like it was such a good film. But I actually like that Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, he's good.
Like
He's
as
a
an
good
actor, like
yeah.
I like him as an
Same,
actor. Like
same.
like he plays really well in all
There's
the
a lot,
films he's
yeah.
in. Like he's quite like.
I actually like it when I watch a movie and he's in it. I'm like, oh, I remember this guy.
Aye, so do I.
Yeah, it's quite.
I do that. Do you know that guy I like is what's his name? He's out Barbie. He plays Ken in Barbie.
Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, I like him as well.
Yeah, he's good.
I'll be honest. Every
He's a
film
good
he's in, I like. Like he.
There was a movie called. It was like a romantic drama. What the hell was it called? The Notebook.
Yep.
Aye, Notebook. I quite like that movie, even though it's like quite.
Really?
I enjoyed that movie. I've watched it multiple
He's
times.
also in Fall Guy, which is the one when he's a stuntman.
Right.
It's probably one of his best films. Fucking class.
I like Notebook because it was that era of like it was the 50s or 60s, whatever. Quite a cool period piece, if you will.
He's just a good actor. So
Yeah,
he's that
yeah.
Jake Gyllenhaal. They both look really good. Conor McGregor was fine in it. He was
He's just being himself,
he was
really.
just being himself. I don't think he was acting. He was just being himself.
He was like,
Fully being himself. Was it? Ice walking it was fucking unbelievable. Like unfucking believable his walk. What
literally,
into the bar? I was like,
waddles in.
who's this
What's
guy,
up?
mate? Like, oh my god.
Aye.
But aye, good film.
Yeah.
Try Roadhouse if you get the
Yeah,
shot.
definitely.
I
Well,
think that's all we've got time for
That's
tonight.
us, yeah, indeed, aye. join us next week as we discuss some of the new games that we've
Yeah,
recently
I know
got.
which one. I've got Assassin's Creed Shadows to discuss, and
Yeah, I have got
I'm
Inzoi
confident
to
on it.
discuss, which is a direct competitor to Sims, in case you don't know.
yeah.
So we'll discuss those next week. So thank you for your time.
Peace out.
Like, subscribe, and we'll see you next week. Take care.
Sweet.